Hey, welcome back once again, and here in this video I'm just going to explain arithmetic operators put in C or used in C. So what are the arithmetic operators? Arithmetic operators are used for performing mathematical operations on the operands. C supports these operators to perform various mathematical operations such as addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, etc. So the various operators in C which are as follows. First is coming at the addition operator, and this plus symbol is used for this. This operator is used to add two operands. Operands may be either variable or constants. Suppose P and Q are two operands. This plus operator will add up these two operands, that is P plus Q. Subtraction operators. This operator is used to subtract two operands. Suppose P and Q are the two operands, then the minus operator will subtract the value of second operator from the first operator. Multiplication operator. This star symbol is used for this. This operator is used to multiply two operands. Suppose P and Q are the two operands, then this multiplication operator will multiply P with Q. Division operator. This slash symbol is used for this, and this operator is used to divide numerator by the denominator. Suppose P and Q are the two operands. This division operator divide the numerator by denominator, that is P divided by Q. Here P is the numerator whereas the Q is the denominator. Whereas the modulus operator, and here we use the percentage symbol, and this percentage is not used for calculating the percentage, but this is again used for the division. The difference is the modulus operator and division operator is that division operator return us the quotient, whereas the modulus operator return us the value of remainder. So this operator is used to give the remainder of the division. Suppose P and Q are two operands, then this modulus operator first divide the numerator by denominator and gives the remainder, that is P percentage Q. Here P is the numerator whereas the Q is the denominator. So now let's move to our integrated development environment to use these operator in our program one by. So now here we have open up our IDE, and first you have to go to the file menu, then go to the new and select the source file, or either you can press the Ctrl plus N key. So first you have to, before writing I'm going to save the program. So first go to the file, then choose the save as option here and choose the drive in which you want to save, then select the save as type, and here you have to select C source file, and next you have to give the name to the file as say I'm using the name giving to this file as say operators, and just click on the save button. So first I am going to write a comment here. So for this I am writing slash star demo of operators in C, then close the comments, putting slash star then slash, and start with your first line hash include stdio dot h, then void main function, and start your curly bracket. Now here I have to perform some operations on the operands, right, on variables. So first I have to declare those variables, and then I have to store the result of the operation. So for that I have to declare some more variables for that. So initially I am taking the data type say integer of data type. I am just wanted to perform some operations on the whole number, so I am declaring the data type say int and taking the variable say p, then another variable say q, because operation has to be performed at least on two operands. So one is p, another is q, and I have to store the result. So I'm taking first variable say I'm performing sum, so I'm declaring the variable say with the name of sum. So next you have to display the message for the user to enter the first value. So for this you have to make the output operation. So for that you have to use the printf function, and within the printf function in the double quotes you have to write the message enter say first number, and along with that I am using escape sequence say \n, then put the semicolon at the end to terminate the sentence. Then use the scanf function here, just because of the reason the user will enter his value through the keyboard, and So you have to read the input. So for that you have to use the scanf function. So here you have to give the first format in which you wanted to read the value. So we want to read the value in the integer format, so we have to use format %d. Then we have to give the address of the operator in which we wanted to assign this value. So for this we have to use the address operator. We have already learned the previous video, that is a %. Then we have to give the name of the variable, say p. Then save this, put the semicolon. What I'm going to do, I'm just, in order to save over time, I'm using the concept of copy and paste. So here I'm copying using Ctrl+C, and here I'm pasting this line, and here I have to display the message as this time say second number. So I'm just making small changes to this second number, and this time I would like to read this value in the variable q. So here I'm writing q. Okay, so what we have done, we have declared the three variables here, p, q and sum. So first user will enter his first value, that will be assigned to the variable p, and then he will enter the second value, and that will be assigned to the variable q. Now we have to perform some operations on these variables. So first I'm performing sum. So sum variable, then here I'm using equal to. There as in the programming, this is not equal to operator, this is called as the assignment operator. So here I have to make the addition. So what we have to use, p plus, we have to put this plus symbol here, then q. What it will do, it will add the value of q to the variable p and assign this value, whatever the result will come out there, it will assign it to the variable sum. Now we have to display the value of this result. So for this again I have to use the printf function, and here I will write the sum is equal to, and after equal to I would like to display the value. So here I have to give the format in which we wanted to display the value. We wanted to display the value in the format of integer, so I have to put the symbol as %d for this, then put the comma here, and here you have to give the reference of the variable whose value you wanted to display. So the variable here is sum. Then at the end put the semicolon. So at least our one operation has been performed over here, that is addition. So in order to see the result or to execute, we have to execute the program. Before executing the program, we have to compile the program. So before that we have to save the changes that we have made to the program. Then we have to go to the execute menu, and first we have to compile, and then we have to run, or we can choose compile and run, or we can press the F11 key also. So just click on this. Here we see the result, and it's showing me in command prompt that here you have to enter the first value. I'm entering here as 45, then enter the second value. I'm entering it value as 35. So it's showing me the result, the sum is equal to 80. So the direct output has come to me. Now one by one I would like to perform another operation like subtraction, multiplication, division and modulus. So again I'm moving back to the program, and here I'm declaring another variable, say subtraction, sub for subtraction, and here I'm writing one more line for subtraction, say sub variable, then it will perform p, then minus symbol, then q. What it will do, it will subtract the value of q from p, then it will assign the value to the variable sub. Again I'm copying this line to save my time, so Ctrl+C to copy this, and here we have to paste using Ctrl+B, and here we have to write the subtraction, and the format is %d, and here I have to give the reference of the variable, say sub, and save the changes what you have made to the program. Then again go to the execute menu, or simply press the F11 key, or just choose compile and run. So enter your first number, I'm entering 45, enter your second number, I'm entering 35. It's showing me the sum is equal to 80, the subtraction is equal to 10. Result is there. I just wanted to display the result in the new line. So as you see, the sum is equal to 80, the subtraction is equal to 10, output is in the same line. So in order to make it in the new line, so I have to put here escape sequence \, n. Same way here I can also use \n to insert new lines, save the changes again, whatever you made to the program, then go to execute and compile and run this again. And here you see the output screen, and enter the first number as 45, second number say 35, any number you can enter, and you see the result as there. Now as one more operation that I would like to perform here as say multiplication, so for that I have declared one more variable, say I am declaring mul for the multiplication, and here I am writing one more line to this, say mul is equal to p multiply by q. What it will do, it will multiply the value of q to the p, and result will be assigned to the variable mul. So here we have to display the result, so I'm copying this line and here I'm pasting this, and I have to make small changes this time, say multiplication, and same format, but here I have to change the name of the variable, say mul. Now save the changes again, go to execute menu, compile and run, and here we enter the value, say this time I'm entering 25, and second value say 20. Then here we see that sum is equal to 45, subtraction is equal to 5, and multiplication of these two numbers is equal to 500. Okay, now we just wanted to perform one more operation here, say division. So for that I am declaring one more variable here, say with the name of div, and adding a new line to my program, div is equal to, say numerator I am putting as p and denominator I am putting as q. What it will do, it will divide the numerator by denominator and assign the value to the variable div. So what I'm doing, copy this and add one more line by pasting here, and the result here I will write, instead of multiplication I have to write division, and here we have to give the reference to the variable as say div. Save the changes using Control S, again go to execute menu, compile and run. So here is one error to our program because we have not put the semicolon here. We must have to terminate the sentence after completing this, so that's error. So whenever you find the error, your error message will be displayed at this line. You have to first read the error, what exactly is the error, and it will display you the line number at which you are having the error. So this is expected semicolon before printf, so put the semicolon here and save the changes and go to execute and compile and run. Here we see the output. This time I'm entering the value say 25, then second value say 20, then here we see the result. The sum is equal to 45, subtraction is equal to 5, the multiplication is equal to 500, the division is equal to 1. So this will return us the quotient value. When we divide 25 by 20, the quotient is equal to 1. Now what is the remainder? If we divide 25 by 20, what is the remainder? For this we have to use the modulus operator. So how to use the modulus operators? We have to again move back to the program, and here we write one more variable, say mod modulus, and one more line here we have to add, say mod is equal to p. The modulus operator is percentage symbol is used for the modulus operator, so we have to use p percentage q. Here p is the numerator and q is the denominator. What it will do, it will divide p by q, and whatever the remainder is there, it will assign to the variable mod. So again we have to display the value as a result. So copy the value here and paste it here using Control B. We have to make the indentation of the program so it will be good for readability. So here we have to write the variable as say mod, and instead of division here we write modulus and \n. Escape sequence we have to use, and not this and here, and \n escape sequence has to be used at the end or very close to the closing double quotes bracket, closing double quotes. There we have to use the \n. So save your changes and again go to execute and choose compile and run here this time, Here we see the result. I'm entering value first as 25, second as say 20. It's showing me the result. Subtraction is equal to 45. Sorry, sum is equal to 45, subtraction 5, multiplication 500, division is equal to 1, and the remainder is, that is modulus, is equal to 5. So when we divide 25 by 20, so the remainder turn out to be 5. So that's the result it's showing me there. So this is how we have used all the operators, that is arithmetic operator, plus, minus, multiplication, division, and modulus. So same operation can be performed on another data type, that is float. Float means on the decimal values we can also perform these operations. So I'm taking one example of addition using float. So what I'm doing, I'm declaring a data type here of float. Then to the variable I'm declaring here as say x, another variable I'm declaring as say by, and another variable here I'm declaring say result. Okay, so I'm adding one more line here, say not at this point, but I'm displaying another message to the user, because here this if you enter the value, this will enter to the variable fee. So what I'm doing, I'm copying these 4 lines from here to here using Control C. At the end of the program, I'm pasting these lines, and here I'm writing the message that is enter first float number, and here I'm writing enter the second float number, and this time I have to read the value in the format of float. So I have to use the format %f, and the value has to be assigned to the variable, say variable x, and here again %f for float reading, and to the value has to be assigned to the variable by. And here I'm performing a simple operation of sum. So sum is the result has to be stored in the variable say result, and I'm just performing is addition. So what I write, x plus y, put the semicolon here, and I would like to display the result. So for this I have to write another line printf. Then here we have to start the double quotes, and the result of float, simply I'm writing here float is equal to, and here I have to write again the format in which we wanted to display. So we wanted to display the result in the format of float, so I have to put the symbol as %f, then have to give the comma, then name of the variable whose value we would like to display. At the end, put the semicolon. Again save the changes and go to execute menu. This time choose compile and run. Here is no error, no warning. So enter the first number. I'm entering 45 as the first number, 35 as the second number. It is showing me the result here, and it's again displaying me a message enter the first float number. So float number means I'm entering 3.6. okay, and the second value I'm entering here as 2.4, say. Okay, so it's showing me the result of float is equal to 6. So when we add 3.6 to the 2.4, the result is equal to 6.000. So this is how we can, so same all type of operations can be performed on the float values also. You can use these all type of operator, like subtraction can be done on the float, multiplication can be done, division can be done, and the modulus can be done. So even in this case of integer, if you divide number by another number, the result may be in the form of float. So for that you can also declare the data type as float. And I would like to, in the last, I would like to explain some addition operation on character. So what I'm doing, I'm declaring one more variable here, say char, and to this variable I'm giving the name say as a, and to this variable I'm assigning the value say capital A. Okay, so what I have done here, I have declared a variable of type character and the name given to the variable as small a, and to that variable I have assigned a value that is capital A. So when we have to assign a value to a character variable, so this has to be assigned within the single quotes. What I'm doing, I'm here going to make some addition on the char variable. So I'm declaring another variable say char b, and what the value will be assigned to this it will do increment on the variable a by 15. But it will do whatever will be the value of a, it will increment the value of a by 15, and that value will be assigned to the variable v. So here I am writing one more line, print f, and result on addition to character is, say, here we have to use this operator equal to, and this time have to use format as percentage %c. So percentage %c format is used for the character values. So then we have to give the name of the variable which we would like to display the value. So we would like to display the value of the variable b. So here we go and save the changes and go to execute menu, choose compile and run. As the size of your program increases, it will take time for the compilation. So here we going to enter the first value, say 25, so second value say 20. So here is the result. Enter the first float number, so I am entering 3.2, and enter the second float number, I am entering 4.7, say. So it's showing me the result, that the result of float is equal to 7.9, and result on addition to character is equal to p. So what I'm doing, I'm just making small changes to my program, and here in the last I'm adding \n. I just wanted to display the result in the new line, so I'm using one more case sequence here, and again make the save changes whatever you done, and go to execute, choose compile and run. Enter the first number, so I'm entering 25, second number, so I'm 20. Enter the first float number, so I'm entering 3.2. Enter the second float number, I'm entering 4.5. So it's showing me the result. The result of float is equal to 7.7, and the result on addition to character is equal to p. What means to say that a is on first position. If you see in English alphabet, the position of capital P is at 16. Okay, so this is where we can also perform the what we can say that operations on the characters. So that's all for now. See you soon in the